Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about something, again, as you guys can see from the title of probably the video and also in the contents of what you're seeing here, another tier list. As people said they wanted, there's some people in the comment section of my last video that said they wanted to see more, I guess, tier list people like it. So we're gonna do another one. This time for healers, and since there's not very many healers in the game currently, I think it's a little easy to do. Now granted, this is my opinions on the matter. You might look at other people's tier lists and they might be different from mine, but this is just my opinion. And since people asked me if they wanted to hear my opinions, this is what it's going to be. So actually this time, what you're seeing on the screen is the ranking system here. So this being number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Now there might be some missing, like some honorable mentions that I might be missing, like Myra is very good. The new healer, Aiden, might also be extremely good, so keep those two in mind. Myra is very good. If I were to put her in the ranking system, actually she would be in Focus spot. Actually, in Folk would be here. Honestly, I feel like her and Lana are kind of like fighting over who's better. I think both of them are good at what they do, so I know I missed some stuff on my previous video, but if you guys want to know about my previous video, go check that out. It's my top buffers video, so if you want to know about some buffers, go check that out. Anyways, number 1. Sorry about all the noises and sniffling. I just did some yard work and I'm pretty tired. I waited for a little bit before making this, but I'm still a little tired. So anyways, Serena. I mean, what can we say about Serena? After using her for a extended amount of time, and a lot of people notice that I use her a lot in my trial clears, and yes, I do think she's the best healer in the game. A caveat, she is limited time only, so you could argue that Lana is the best overall healer in the game with Myra, but ignoring limited time only things, I think Serena is the best. Now why is that? There's many reasons. With her dual cast, she can use all of her abilities. She's not limited like some other units where with her dual cast can only do some things. And her main combo, mainly, by the way guys, I'm not talking about the global side version of her. The global side version of her is way bad. She needs to be buffed back up to this original state that you guys are seeing on the screen right here. So normally, what I would do on turn 1 is use this move. Basically, for 3 turns, they can't do anything to you unless they dispel you. Top of that, you can get some magic mitigation, or you can use any number of these elemental resistances, or maybe you want to use this for someone specifically, because I have used that one in the past. Even though I said in my review that this is bad, actually this is not it's not as bad as you guys think. Sometimes maybe you don't really care about anyone else being broken, but if your tank gets broken or something, that's a bad idea. So usually I would put this on someone like Cecil, so you can't be affected by any kind of status ailments or status breaks, but he's immune to stop and charm, I believe already. So this usually goes onto my tanks. It usually it works out really well. She's able to dual cast with her. This is in Trust. She's able to auto revive while also healing. So on a turn where you take a really heavy hit and your tank is still alive, you put this back on him or her, and they're fully healed, and they also have auto revive back on. So, and another thing that I really use often is this. The thing that a lot of DQ units have, the buff, kind of like how Lid has hers, like a Lid buff or a Lid dispel, the CG Lid dispel, where she just dispels all the buffs and keeps the debuffs. So I use this very often, and this is basically a reset, basically a complete reset on a cooldown, no less. It's not on a limit burst or anything like that. The only thing is that it's a huge cooldown, so you're not really going to be using this very often. If you're in a situation where you need to use this, usually I really only use this because there is one fatal flaw with her kit, is that she has absolutely no way of removing stop unless you use this cooldown here. So make sure you're using this cooldown move often so that you don't get stopped. Our Lana Burst is also insanely good, and it gets up to max pretty often because it's only 27 crystals, guys. So I'm using this Lana Burst very often, and you can also try to potentially use it as a finishing move for like LB finish because it has a long casting animation. So on top of that, she has so many things going on with her, guys. On top of, we forgot about to mention the most overpowered thing about her kit. This thing right here, where every 3 turns, she heals everybody back to almost basically to full after 3 turns. This auto casts at the start of your turn, and at the 6th turn she does this, which I think is still really insane. She heals and then gives AoE auto revive to everybody. Okay, that's ridiculous, guys. That's ridiculously insane. So those are the reasons why I think that she is number 1. She has many things. She really only has one fatal flaw in that she does not have a very good way of removing stop like the other healers that we'll be talking about. But ignoring that, also this ability is useless. I've tested this. You can't give this to somebody. It's only for her, so I don't know why she would want Reaper Killer. It's a lore based ability, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, moving on to Lana. And I think everybody knows about Lana by now. And if you don't, she is the best healer, I think, non-limited, because she's able to remove stop very easily. She's able to prevent stop really easily. She can cure charm, I think. Or I think she can prevent charm. No, here it is. She can remove stop and charm, which not a lot of units can do. And being able to prevent status breaks and stop and charm and it's not on a cooldown ability. And then next turn you get 60 MP, so that's pretty nice. And all of her nice cooldowns. Some of them are a little more niche than others, but still good. And her Lana Burst, don't forget the Lana Burst. Lana Burst is very good. Basically, a CG Nicole type Lana Burst where it removes the status break, but then instead of a buff, it's a heal and also auto revive for all allies. So extremely good. Plus, she has triple cast white magic. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. She can cast 3 of these abilities. So you put 2 re-raises on your tanks, and also if you need a dispel, well, there you go. So I think that she is the best healer because of these situations. Yeah, I think she's the perfect healer. If you don't have her, I would recommend you seeing her. If you're new to the game and you have her, you're in good for a good while for her. She's very good. Next, Myra would be here, but we're not going to talk about. I already talked about how she would be in the spot instead of Folka, but in this video we're going to talk about Folka. I didn't forget about Myra, guys. I did not forget about her. I talked about her. She is going to be like, she's like the 2nd or 3rd best healer in the game. But it's all my opinion, guys. It's all based on your own experiences. Maybe Myra is the best healer to you, and that's fine. But this is my video, and this is how I'm going to go about it. So please don't get angry at me that I didn't include Myra or someone else that I may have forgotten. Yeah, Folka is just the complete package. Her main negative is that she does not have ability to cast AoE raise. And a lot of people think that, oh, if you're in a position where you need to use that, you basically lost anyway. I've managed to recover many times, recorded on video, where I re-raced my whole team and we survived an attack from the boss, and we came back and we won. So it's not all doom and gloom. You don't ever give up, guys. You never want to give up until there's no hope left. So with that being in mind, what's to be said that's already been said? She can give MP back. She can give mitigation. She heals. On top of giving MP back, she has re-raise. She has the combo of preventing basically everything to you, plus giving barriers and HP back and MP. She has mitigation like I talked about, and also with her SPB, it's not shown here, but with her FFBE in the future, her latent ability, she basically she gets 10 LB crystals per turn, which, if you guys can see here, for Teardrop, basically you can get 180 MP back per turn, basically forever, because she's getting 10 LB crystals per turn with her latent ability, which will be in the far future from now. But I think that's pretty OP, that she's just able to give MP back basically forever. You'll never have MP problems literally ever again. And also her ability, latent ability, gives I think it gives some more mitigation and also HP barrier. So that's pretty good. I think that giving her passive latent ability really helped out mold her kit to be better. Coming out at number 4, Aerith. I know I used to use her quite often, but considering how a lot of all the other units offer so much better things, I just think that Aerith is not so good anymore, really. She has a lot of things, but she's really bare bones. She doesn't really do anything in her off turns when she's not re-raising someone or healing. You know, she doesn't really do anything in that case. I mean, she still has some interesting things in her kit. 2 ways of getting AoE re-raise, which I've used several times to get through thresholds, like the moon death thresholds and stuff like that. But other than that, I really don't think that she's that good anymore. She's very niche, and she needs enhancements and also an FFBE or latent ability on the JB side at this point. She's not as good as the other units in the game, especially with that Lana purse being such a high cost at this point. I think that she needs latent ability enhancements. And lastly, another unit we covered in the previous video, but as a healer this time. As a healer, she's also very capable, like we talked about in my buffer video. She has main ways of healing. She has a full kit. The reason why she's number 5, by the way, guys, just like in my buffer video, oh, whoops, she's not finished yet. She's not a finished unit, so that's why she's number 5. Maybe she'll be better than Aerith when she's finished, even. And she's a free unit. But if you guys haven't watched the buffer video, basically, you need to go through Season 3 when it comes out and get her kit to be complete. It's not done yet, she's not finished, so eventually she'll have her complete kit. In a few months in a few months from now, she'll probably have a complete kit at that point. And she'll probably be one of the best healers that you can get for free. Now, the only way you can get her 7-star, I mentioned this in my buffer video, but some people may not have watched that. I really recommend going to watch that if you care about tier lists and the like. But this is the only way you guys can get the prism, and the missions are very easy to do. So this is the only way you can get her prism to get her 7 stars. This one at the bottom, if you guys are playing on the JP side. Anyways, like I said, don't get too angry at me. I did not miss out on Myra. She's in my video, just not showing, and I didn't talk much about her because everybody knows about Myra by now. She's good. She's really good. She would be in between, in between Lana and Folka, I think, is my opinion. It's just my opinion, guys. Please don't cut my head off. But if I really did miss something, please let me know. I think that Aiden, I think he's going to be also a really good healer. Considering what his Magnus ability is, I think he's going to be quite the good healer. So stay tuned for that. I'll be reviewing him when that data comes out. So subscribe for future videos and reviews and more tier lists, since people are begging for them. Not begging. That's not the right word, sorry. I didn't mean begging, I meant like it has been requested in the comments for that. So if you guys are still wanting some tier lists, please let me know in the comments. Let me know that you guys still want them. Your guys' comments really brighten up my day, so I really appreciate you guys. Follow me, and we're so close to that 900 subscriber goal, guys. I've got several parts of various pulls that I've done over the course of a few months, like few weeks, and they'll all be clashed and smushed together into one video for you guys. Hope you guys will enjoy that. So if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing so we can get that 900 subscriber goal. And thank you for watching this far in. I appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.